just fixed it. I'm gonna clean the lens really quick. So all I did with this new one was just put the title. I didn't do any of the description box stuff. I can always transfer that later. Damn it. Let me tilt this fan down here. I have my temperature set on 87. We're in triple digits today, but we were in triple digits today. It's comfortable as long as just sitting. Janet, hello. I'm not going to switch to all messages. I'm sure it's probably on top messages. I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to touch it. And so I do like when y'all speak to people when they come in, so then I do know that somebody is here. This is a mess. One of our official troll pins, somebody who recently joined like 2 weeks ago maybe, they're no longer showing up as an official troll kin, and I'm hoping that their channel is okay. And I say that because as far as I know, like when you cancel before, I mean, well, you can either like not renew and you just won't be a member anymore, but if you're in the middle of the cycle, I think as far as I know, the membership stays until the end of the cycle. And so I'm hoping that their channel is okay, because I know some other channels have been going through some things with YouTube as well. What is happening? I think this one is crooked, and my sensitive skin, I could feel it that it was crooked. So today, this is one of Michelle's looks, and I need to enlarge it. That's what I was doing. I was going to take a sip of water. I ate a granola bar like 5 minutes ago, and it has peanut butter in it, so my mouth is like. And what she asked for was Sally from A Nightmare Before Christmas. I didn't even see that show, but she did send a picture. And so the base is blue, and then it's like a lighter blue up here. So I think there's some white in there. Lipstick, there's a cobweb here, contour nose, thick brows. Well, I think it's supposed to be just like an eye contour, because then there's like 2 brows up here, and they're kind of like that. And so if we can get the base right, we should not be here long. And see, now I'm thinking like tomorrow, like, is the chat going to act right? And I'm seeing the numbers go up. If you're chatting, I may not see it because YT is acting up. It's only letting me see top messages. If I change it to all messages, it'll disappear like it did. And so that's why we left and came back. I'm going to do the intro. I'm wondering if I should turn my thermostat down. Oh, let me put a cloth over my keyboard. Hey y'all. I see you, Janet. You're the only one I see. And I didn't do any moderations or anything. So everything, well, top messages, it doesn't show everything. Yeah, but yours is the only one that I see. And I do want to try all messages again, but then if it all disappears again, it's just a mess. So I'm hoping tomorrow is Janessa's look. Her member requested look. So I'm gonna just do the intro real quick while I'm trying to just get my mind right, because I'm frustrated at YouTube. I don't see anyone else. No, all I see is just you, Janet. So anybody that's here and you're chatting, I appreciate you being here. YT is acting up. I am not seeing all the chats. Hello, beautiful Joe. So I see Joe. So I see Joe and Janet. I'm going to do the intro because I'm just trying to get my mind right, because I'm just irritated at YT right now. Hello again and welcome. My name is Dion. Hey, Toasty. I call this the Crazy Troll Nation. Why do I call it that? Crazy concept for the Crazy Troll Nation. Crazy concept. Knowing it's okay to be your authentic self in a world where people will tell you who and how you should be. The crazy part of the Crazy Troll Nation is not really believing that you have to do what YouTubers say. Like, if you hear you must use a certain tool, a certain technique, a certain brand, use whatever you want to get your makeup on how you want to get it on. And if they want to say you're a troll for that, they could be, we'll be a troll for that. So troll here is a good thing. We believe in self-acceptance and self-love, embracing our natural features, enhancing them if we want to, when we want to, but never feeling like we have to. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. So that is the intro. I am sipping water. I did eat a granola bar. So 2 things about me. One, Bruce is an organism that lives in my throat. Hey, Locke, that likes to randomly hiccup, gurgle, and belch during videos, and so he will likely make an appearance. And the other thing is I curse sometimes because I curse sometimes. So the look is basically blue. And I was thinking about those color foundations that Janessa has. But no, we're not going to get those. I've been burning through my exemptions. I'm about to use 2 more. It is a requirement to do a video. So I will be doing a video about it. And then I will most likely, just like before, do a members only video and talk a little bit of stuff. So we're going to be using the CC Beauty palette. Janessa sent me one. I loved it so much I purchased one specifically for my kit. So this one is mine. We're going to be using this because it has all the colors in it. These are oil based. And so we will have to set it once we're done. We may or may not also use, I think we're going to also use the Makeup Forever Artist Color Palette. Is that what it's called? Yes. This is also cream. I panned the black already and I panned the white. Excuse me. Y'all know we got to use Makeup by Mario. And I was looking through my other palettes because I remember the last live I was saying, would this be a repurchase? Because I have blacks and browns. I do think this will be a repurchase because I don't have like these tones. This black gray and then this metallic gray and this shade in the same palette. And I was surprised at how few palettes I have that have a black in there. But then the ones that had a black did not have like a dark brown. And so this will be a repurchase for sure. This one I panned it and it's crumbling. And yeah, that'll just fall out one day, I'm sure. But we are going to use this today. I don't know for what. Maybe for the brows. And why did I take out Circle Loco? Oh, for the look, because her lid shade is blue. So we'll use this one and maybe this one from here. What else do I have out? We have out Max Paint Pots, Black Mirror. We have Groundwork that we use as a base over the Fenty eyeshadow primer. We're not going to bother with color correcting. We are going to use the CC Beauty Translucent Paint. Hey, Christian, how are you? White and blue matte color excess gel pencil eyeliners. We're going to use those. And we have out the black Inglot AMC gel eyeliner. So we may not use Black Mirror. We might just use the black. Because I neglect this horribly. And so part of me is like, use that instead of the Black Mirror. So that's kind of what we're using. Oh, I took out, I don't know why I took out my gems. Because she doesn't have anything shiny on her face. Was this for tomorrow? Or maybe I just thought it might be fun. Hey, Grace. Or, goodness. Oh, I'm doing okay. Frustrated at YouTube because it's not showing me all the comments in the chat. And it did that the other day where it didn't show me none. And so I'm kind of frustrated at that because I really like chatting with y'all. So I am glad those of you who, I see your chats. I appreciate you being here and chatting. So maybe I thought it just might be fun just to add a little shimmer and glimmer somewhere. So we do have that out. I was debating on whether or not to use sponges because Janessa's been using them. She sent me a whole bunch of these. So if you don't respond, that's why. Okay. We're in triple digits. I'm surprised stuff just didn't shut down. We're triple digits today, and we're under a heat advisory warning until I think Saturday. What's today? Wednesday? I don't know. But I'm so used to using the Real Techniques 200. So yeah, I've been neglecting these. She sent me all like 6 packs of these things. I'm just like, oh, holy Toledo, Batman. What? It's Thursday. So we got 3 more days of this heat. So Weather Channel said it was 102 today. But usually, I don't know where their tower is. Because sometimes it'll say a temperature, and when I get in my car. Hey, Melanie. Hi, Melanie. Yes, it's me. We're going to put on the Beauty Bio, the eyeliner concentrate. I like to put extra moisture under my eyes before I start putting other product under here. Melons. Yeah, I didn't know if it was Melon or Melanie, because I don't know where the I goes. Melonil. Yeah, I didn't know. But thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Um, yeah, so maybe next week. Well, you know what? I don't know, because the same stuff, y'all. They want to approve the video. Some of you may already know what I'm talking about just based on that. This milia right here hurts. When I just went over it with this, like I can feel it. I do have an appointment with dermatology to remove it, but this is like, it hurts. I haven't had one that hurt before. The one right here doesn't hurt. I've never had one that big before either, but yeah, so that's kind of strange. I want to put in my contacts, but I'm not going to put in my contacts. I just want to. Will I be celebrating Independence Day? No. Our family is having a family gathering, and for us, for most of us, the holidays are just to get together because that's when those who work are usually off work. I only celebrate Veterans Day and Memorial Day. And Independence Day, like going back in history, I might have scratched it. No, I haven't scratched it. Yeah, I pick my face. I don't pick and scratch under my eyes. No, I didn't do that. It's been growing. Um, and it might have been one of those new skincare items I tried. That's what it might have been. See, like this, I don't feel it, but I think because this is a metal tip, I think that's why I felt it. But when I do like this, I don't feel it. And it's very hard. This one will be easy to remove. If she puts a pinprick in it and go like this, it'll just pop straight out. That's how it feels. All right, let me get with this look. We're not, do I want to, okay, so the eye look is very bright inner corner. This is like a mid-tone blue. And then here it's like a dark blue, black, brown. So maybe we'll just do that for where our brows are. So that way I won't have to do anything with the brows as far as the brow pencil or paint. And then we'll do the other thing, the drawn on brows up here. So we'll do that. Thank you everybody that's here. I'm going to keep saying this, so thank you for Official Trollkin for bearing with me. I see the numbers going up and up. YouTube is not showing me all chat messages. And so if you are talking to me and I'm not saying hi to you, it's because I don't see you. And so I do apologize ahead of time for that, because that's the most fun for me, is chatting with people. We're going to put on barrier spray from Mayron. Where's the fans blowing? This stuff is strong, it's alcohol based. What is the what is the what? Hey Dawn, I don't even know what that is. Joe, I don't know. The reason I don't celebrate Independence Day is like, it's a historical sentiment to me. Like, what does that really mean for us? And last week I did share a video on my community tab of, back in the day, Frederick Douglass. He was born into slavery. As time went on, and he was known for a lot of different things, a Caucasian women's auxiliary asked him to do a speech for Independence Day. And one of the first lines of his speech was, "What is Independence Day to an enslaved person?" And that just goes to show the entitlement and the disconnect between, okay, you're asking this slave person to do a speech to celebrate independence and they're not free. So that tells you something about the mindset. But no, I don't celebrate. And most holidays I don't, because when I looked up the history, I'm just like, this isn't something I want to celebrate. All right, so let's get jiggy with it. Since this is my own palette, I can double dip, but I'm still going to put on a palette because that way I can kind of move it around with the brush. Do I want to do the eyes first? There is the appearance of lashes down here, sort of like the Twiggy look, where there's a white line, like a doll baby look, how it's white right here, and then there's like painted on lashes. She does have one noticeable lashes on upper lash line. The Ardell ones I have in here, they look kind of natural on me. So I don't know if we're going to do the foo-foos. Depends on probably if I forget at all or not to do lashes. But these for me, they do show up. They do show up. So maybe we'll just use these instead of the foo-foos. Yeah. Yeah, so something's coming up and I'm excited. Hey, Tina! Tina Jones with the badge by her name. I'm so excited. Hi, Erica. Do you have any concealer recommendations? My recommendation is to go into a store and get shade matched. That's my recommendation. I am horrible at picking matches online, even with foundations. I need to go in store and get color matched. And so that would be my recommendation. As far as brands, I do like the Natasha Denona High Glam. I don't use drugstore makeup because most of it breaks out my face, and so I'm like, I just swore off a drugstore. But there are some attendees in here that do wear drugstore makeup. Hi, Monica. Do you recommend skin tint? I've never worn a skin tint. I've always just worn foundation. And I've been using the Fenty now for years and years and years and years and years. I've been using the Fenty ever since they came out with 335, because it used to be like 310, 320, 330, 340. They didn't match. So when they came out with the half numbers, 335 is my shade. And when I find something that works, I tend to stick to it. So I don't have any comparisons for you for that. But if anybody in here in the chat, yeah, I do. I do, Tina. So for anybody in here, so let's help each other out as I like to do. If any of you have concealer recommendations for Erica, let her know. Or and for Monica, if you have recommendations for skin tint or foundation, put those in the chat as well. And for me, the Fenty is a full coverage foundation, but when I use it, what I do is I do one pump of my primer, and I put that on here, and then I put one pump of foundation on top of it, and then I mush it together and put it on. And because I'm blending the two together, it does shear out the foundation, because some people say they don't like full coverage because it feels cakey or it feels heavy on their face. And so for me, I don't have that issue. And even before I started mixing it like that, it still didn't feel heavy to me. Yeah, you just use a palette concealer, and it took too long to blend, and it just wasn't strong enough. It sometimes it's our technique, sometimes it's the tool that we use, and so I'm not sure, or it was the product, because some products are more dry than others. What am I going to do first? We're going to do the eye first. I was going to do the skin, because the skin is going to take the longest to get that blue, but it still shouldn't take long. Let's just go ahead and do the eye first. So we're gonna take the pyramid. So I am glad I am seeing some chat. Janet put in a recommendation. I have heard of that brand like a while ago. I forgot about it. And I don't use, okay, do as I say and not as I do. Do use SPF. I don't. Every time I use SPF, regardless of whether it's chemical or mineral, my face breaks out horribly. So I do not use SPF at all. And I am putting this in my brows because we're going to put color up there. We have to hide our mustache. Girl, you just said a whole word. A company called Prime Pometics sent me their under eye brightening concealer, and they sent me the two dark shades. They sent me the orange, and the, excuse me for the glitter, and the red. I really like the orange for under my eye, and I like the red for the mustache. And I can use them interchangeably, but the red does show up darker under here, so I do like that for here, and orange I put there. And so I have a lot of links in the description box. I do have codes for that. But yeah, and it's been getting darker. I think for me it's hormonal, because I do know I go through estrogen withdrawal, and so my body is not producing as much as it used to. And I have this dark patch here. It is getting a little lighter with, I think it's the product I'm using, but I'm not sure, because I could just be seeing things. But yeah, it ain't even no hair there. It ain't even no hair there. So it's just a shadow for no reason. And this is dry. I need to just call it and just like throw this one away and open up the new one. So yes, members, we're going to be doing a members video just to bring y'all up to speed with this thing that's happening. Um, and I'll probably do the members video before the required time frame that I did negotiate for a longer time frame to do the initial video. Um, some of y'all might already know what I'm talking about just based on that. Now, what do you do after you put this makeup on? After I do concealer and corrector, I usually do corrector first, then concealer, and then I put on foundation, and then I powder down to set it. We're going to take MAC's Paint Pot, and you've been seeing a lot of skin tints, but they're all drugstore makeup products. Yeah, and I can't give you any drugstore. The only drugstore recommendations I could give you is for cream products. The Real Techniques number 2 tin brush. Because I use this for the concealer and corrector and for eye primer. And I use the Real Techniques 200 brush for foundation and for cream products. Those are the only drugstore recommendations I could give you is those 2 brushes. Now, do you go out? Oh, nope. When I'm here, like if you see this backdrop, this is I'm home and I'm just playing in makeup, doing live streams or videos. But when I go out, when I'm at an event, if I'm in between clients, I'll do my face because usually I'm rushing and I don't do it before I leave home because I'm rushing. Or if it's just a good day and I do have plans to go out and I'm not rest broken or tired or rushing, then I will do a face. But if I'm here, because right now we start lives here 8 o'clock at night, Eastern Standard Time. And so I'm not going out nowhere. I'm going to my kitchen to fix a late lunch and then to my sofa to eat my lunch and to watch something on YouTube. And then I get busy doing other stuff after that. Hey, Tanya. Will someone tell? Oh, yeah, I see you now. Yeah, I do see Tanya now. So I think it's showing I'm late. It is defaulted to top messages. When I first came on, Tanya, as soon as it said I was live, I clicked to all messages and nothing was showing up. And so I asked who was in here. They had my number to text me and say, are people chatting? They were like, yes, we're chatting. I'm like, fuck. So then I asked, should I just leave and come back and just don't mess with it? Which means it'll stay defaulted on top messages. And so they were like, yeah, just leave and come back. So I'm sure I'm not seeing all the messages. We're going to go into, I'm thinking of a brush. We're going to take this brush and we're going to go into our Soko Logo palette. You use Tower 20 something. Okay. Right now it's probably almost 8:30 at night on the Eastern shore. I'm Eastern time. Yeah. And we have another live tomorrow. So it is a light blue. Do I want to go this light though? It did look pretty when I put this all over before. Even though I was surprised. And because we're doing the entire lid, that's why we're using our Hourglass number 3 brush. Y'all, this has a dip in there. Look at that. Can we please? Oh, why are you being rude, JJ? That ain't nice. I think you should apologize to her. I asked because you said, oh, I'm nocturnal. I get up late afternoon, early evening. And so far today, I got up today 7:15. I had a granola bar. So whenever the live is over, even if it's like close to 10 o'clock or 10:30, that'll be my lunch. Yeah, my schedule is flipped. JJ, how about we get rid of you? I was going to tell you if you apologize, I'll let you stay, but I don't think this is going to end up well for you. So, yeah. Let's see. Okay, so we are... Why is that not letting me... Oh, I did choose one. Oh, man, it's having me do, like, all of this stuff. Report. Okay. Report and remove. All right, 8:29 for you. So that must be what it is here. I have trouble seeing distance, and my clock is way over there. I apologize, Tanya, for that. Like, I don't even know where that came from. Maybe next time you do live, you should try horizontal format. But I get more views doing vertical because it shows up where shorts do. And that's how people find me when they're scrolling, because it shows up in their scroll. I thought I got rid of you. Okay, did that do it? Yeah, that did it. This is, I love this one too. It is so much fun for me. Yeah, I reported that person, and then I removed their comment, but only removed the one. So then I went back and did a timeout for 24 hours. I didn't see where to actually block, but if report, I'm all over YouTube to see that. If YouTube finds that a channel has a lot of reports, they will like take down the channel, as far as I know. But I know it's not just for like one report though. Like if they keep getting reported by different people, they will end up taking down their channel. That was just so rude. Like, why are you out of all people? Like, if anything, say something about me so I can be snarky. Don't be messing with my official troll Ken. Like, just don't. That came out of nowhere. You gotta show and tell Tanya. Tanya, did you see my comment to you? The challenge that I offered you? I would love for you to accept it, but I don't think you will, but I'm trying to be optimistic. I'm trying to be optimistic. I was just like, what in the world is going on over there? What? Oh, dang it, channel. That was weird. That was just out of nowhere. That was very personal, too. Like somebody that knew you. And I'm not saying they did, but it's like, why are you out of all the people in here to say that? This is not opaque, as they say. Oh, you did? Okay. This is a pretty color. Yeah, it seemed like it knew them. That's why I thought too. And I thought to say, if you apologize, I'll let you stay. So I was going to play along a little bit. But then I'm like, yeah, that was just bizarre. I am sweating. Damn it. We're going to take the darker blue and do up here. We're going to take a different type of brush for that. What brush do I want to use for that? In my lap. We're going to take the Esom V27. I said I think I could do that. That's why I asked somebody to let you know I was in the live chat. Okay. So we're going to take this. This first shade was Fun to Mime. This one is Electric. And we are going to cover it up with probably a black. So y'all like, so why are you starting out with this shade? Because it's pretty, damn it. And I want to. And so we're doing with that. So my makeup, I've stopped wearing mascara because it's so messy, but I refuse to use lash extensions. Really? What's messy? Like it just transfers everywhere? Do you have really long lashes? Like when you put it on, it just ends up like up here? I could have put, no, I wasn't gonna say I could have put a blue Inglot liner up here. So you do have long lashes. I can see that it would be, yeah, that it would transfer. Oh, you're welcome. I'm reading a, what was it? A text notification. So it shows me part of the text message. So you know who you are. You are welcome. Oh gosh, this is too far out because in the picture it does just come like right here. Maybe try to draw a formula so it won't transfer too much. I kind of think it still would, just because like if her lashes are that long, you brush up and it's because some people's lashes do go up to here. And so when they do, so I can see how putting on mascara it will go, unless you just like look down and put on the mascara and then just keep your eyes like this until it dries and then look up so that it doesn't touch up here. That might work, but that's too much thought. I mean, well, not really. Well, it depends on what you want to do. Because when I put on makeup, I just keep rolling. And so they had to stop and wait. Like with that barrier spray, I got to hold my breath and keep my eyes closed. Oh man, this is Michelle's look. So hopefully she'll be able to pop in. I don't know her work schedule. Cause I remember a while ago she said she was going to work part-time. But sometimes she does pop in. This is a pretty color. Oh, I like that mascara. The Essence mascara. There are some drugstore mascaras I like, but I just don't use them. You do waterproof better than most setting sprays. Yeah. Because initially, a setting spray will wet the mascara because it's a spray, it's a liquid. And then it dries down. But that initial spray. What did Locke say? Oh, you watched your... That's why I left a comment, Locke, under her video offering her a challenge. Because I'm just like... Because she had commented... Or maybe it was under my live. About my 29 palettes. And she commented she probably just ordered 29. I'm just like, wait a minute. Wait. Hold up. And so I offered her a challenge to write a list. So it's like a 3-part challenge. Write a list of all the palettes that she has not used yet. And use at least 2 a week until she uses them all. Number 2. And number 3, don't buy any new ones until she's used all the ones that she hasn't used yet. And so I know it sounds like a lot, but that was my 3-part challenge that I offered to Tanya. I know, and I'm laughing like Tanya be shopping, but I do hope she does that. But then for some people, if they stop buying one thing, they'll just start buying more of something else. And so then there's that too. Like if she were to be like, okay, I won't buy eyeshadow palette, she might just go off and start buying more blushes because we know Tanya loves her blush. But I will say, like this no buy, and when I'm on my perpetual low buy, it is definitely a conscious commitment to not buy, or for something I won't wait for sales. I just messed up inside where that light blue is. We're gonna put some light blue over that. Is it gonna cover that? The dark blue? I do hope Michelle's able to come in. You buy blushes just to not use them. I went on a journey years ago, and I'm still on a journey to like make sure I use everything I have, and I want to love everything that I have. And so for me, having less stuff means I am using more of the stuff that I love. But that's just a me thing. Because I do know some people just buy stuff. And some people are collectors. They'll buy stuff just because the packaging is pretty and they won't use it. They'll just put it on display, that type of thing. Yeah, Tanya loves her blush. She'll put on blush and be like, that's too much blush. Let's put on some more. I'll be cracking up. I am sweating. I'm going to tilt this fan toward my face. I am sweating. Yuck. So there is not... Oh, so this is where Mario comes in. Because this is like a black smoke gray type thing. And so we're going to go into this palette. And we are... I wonder if we can use... Well, we can use what you want. This Hourglass brush that I seldom use versus the Sigma... Excuse me. E31 brushes. Yeah, because how many of these do I have? I know I have at least 2. Yeah, I do see 2. Oh, I got at least 2. Those Beauty Bar All Matte Colorful Palette was the last purchase, says Janet. Yeah, Bruce is... Yeah, I ate a granola bar before I came here to do this live. And... Not that brush. This brush that had that blue, the darker blue. Yeah, so I'm excited about this thing that's coming up, but I will do a members only. Oh, that's what I didn't talk about, was the membership. A members only live. No. Damn it, because then I might not see the chat. Members, keeping in mind YouTube might not show the chat. Do you want me to do a live for y'all to let y'all know what's coming, or just do a video and let y'all know what's coming? Either way is fine with me. And it won't kick off until next week just because of logistics. But yeah, I am excited about it. There's a whole backstory to it. All right, so let's get into Janice's live. Hopefully, once everything is official, I'll schedule that. And it shouldn't be long at all. So we're going to take this brown first. We're going to take this gray first, and then we'll go over with the black. Or do I want to do the black, then the gray? We're going to do the black and then the gray. It's the only liquid blush I've liked, because I like liquid blushes when I so easily. I seldom use a liquid blush. Janessa sent me one, and I do like it, but I forget that I have it because I'm not used to using liquid blushes. She sent me some Made by Mitchell stuff, and this is one of the liquid blush she sent me, and she sent me a bunch of other stuff. So we're going to take the black, and we're going to go over top of the blue. Locks us live. Whew. Hopefully I'll see the chat. It is just, I don't know what is happening. Also, I noticed over the last few days that I'm receiving upload notifications for some channels that I'm subscribed to that I did not click notifications for, and a few channels that I'm not even subscribed to. So I'm just like, what in the fresh hell is going on? And we know YouTube is always doing something, always trying to improve something, and sometimes the stuff is really good, but I think it's like when you update your computer or your phone, something else always changes. Something else always changes in a way that we don't want it to change. And so I've been going through, like when I get the notifications, I'll turn it off, and then I'll go to the person's channel and turn it off. And sometimes it'll even show that notifications are not on. So why are you sending me notifications? It does, Erica. I agree with you. It does look the same. And this is a black. That means that this blue is very bold, even though it is in metallic. So it is, and it's shining through the black, because you can still see the shine. Man, wow. Circle Loco don't play. And so that's been strange, because I'm like, why are you sending me notifications when I don't have them on for some channels? And why are you sending me notifications? Thank you, Genevieve. I appreciate that. And why are you sending me notifications to channels I'm not even subscribed to? Like, what is that? This is oh, and I just came down. Damn it. All right, well, let's just bring that further in then. So for those who know, which I didn't, because I didn't watch it, this is supposed to be Sally from The Nightmare Before Christmas, which I didn't watch. And she did send me a picture. She Instagrammed me some pictures. You always say no to updates. I only have 3 people for updates, because some people, they do notifications for 3 people. Some people do it for everybody, but if you're subscribed like hundreds of people, and even if the majority only upload once a week, that one day out of the week you're gonna have like 200 notifications. And I don't like to see all this stuff at the top of my screen either. You accidentally use the concealer wand and mascara, so I don't. Oh no. All right, we're going to switch brushes. This black ain't saying nothing against this blue. And you can, oh my gosh, and you can still see the blue right through it. She did say I control it out, so we're that's what we're doing. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. We're going to take this flimsy ass brush and cult favorite Nightmare Before Christmas. I didn't watch it. We're going to take this gray. Damn, I know I have a darker gray somewhere. Do we have one in... This is more like a brown. That ain't it. And Xenon, those are blue base. Ooh. Let's try this one first. This is Carbon from our MAC Trolls just want to have fun palette. I'm going to take that other, the clean hourglass brush. I just put it away. Here it is. It's shorter than most of the other brushes, so high. It always happens. The palettes, the black comes out like gray. Any other time, this does show up black, but I think because this blue is so bold that this, yeah, Mario couldn't keep up with, Mario could not keep up with Natasha on that one. Because all the other times I use it, like, it is black. So let's see if Matt can do it. Sorry if that hurt y'all ears. Yo, like, this is not... You know what, do I want to just put Max paint pot in here? The black. That'll cover it. Or the Inglot. This is nuts. This is nuts. This ain't saying nothing. No, because her hair is actually blue. But I did not forget. I know I am a couple of you official ones wanted to see Carla at least once a month. We are going to do that. But this is a blue base look, minus the black and smoke gray for what I'm doing now, which is still just shiny blue. Giving Pat's Blitz blue. This is just like, what? This, damn. I don't think I want to put, damn it. I don't want to put, we're going to go ahead and do it. We're going to put the paint pot in there. And we're going to use, do I want to use this brush to do it? This is a Sigma brush. Black Mirror paint pot. And if this don't do it, y'all, I don't know what will. This is so strange. Not that it's strange, but it's like that blue is not playing. Okay. That blue is not playing. Oh, I thought it was red. She has different photos. She sent me a blue one. Blue wig, blue face paint. And some up here is kind of lighter, so I think there's some white mixed in. I thought she had a gem on her face. That's my mouse icon. It's like right here. And I'm looking like, is that a gem? She has this color type lip. And a little spider web over here. And that's the look. And lashes and white right here, and then lashes drawn down here. So that's the picture that Michelle had IG DM'd me. And tomorrow we're doing Janessa's request. She wants me to do a Frankenstein with stitches. And I did a Frankenstein before, but it wasn't with stitches. And she wants a tropical eyeshadow look. And my top lip and bottom lip to be two different lipstick colors. So we're going to do that tomorrow. Next Monday, I believe it's next Tuesday, I believe, is Michelle's second look. She sent me a picture of a pumpkin scarecrow. Okay, so we had to do all that, y'all, just to, oh my goodness. I don't use many benefit products. I don't use any, but I'd buy a few blushes. You would? You buy any blushes, Tanya? And you still haven't, or you said you did. Okay, let me slow down and read. But I'd buy a few from that brand earlier this year. Still haven't worn them though. Tanya, how about that challenge I offered you? We'll go for every category of products that you have that you haven't used yet. So that means you would need a new hobby, because you wouldn't be shopping until you use everything in all the categories that you have. Will Tanya take the challenge? That is the question. I know it's a huge one. Like, I do know it's a lot. Damn it. The more blushes, the better, Erica. Don't egg her on. I'm trying to reel her in a little bit. Erica, you're not helping. I'm going to leave that there because we're going to end up putting blue paint over it. And hopefully the blue paint will cover it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so the paint pot is working. You are right. What would I do with myself? Read a book, journal more, or start journaling if you don't. Because when I was listening to you, you put in a lot of work finding products. You were like, I looked at this site, I looked at that site, and I went on the eBay site, and then I looked up this, and I'm like, damn, she has like a whole system. The shapes are different. Do I really care? Not really. You have like a whole system of how you shop. I am glad though that you do get lower prices. Um, but I'm like, damn, she got like a whole protocol list. Yeah, read a book. We can both buy the same book, and then we can have our own little 2-person book club. We could do that. All right. Used to be on a book kick. You bought so many books, I had to type them up as my own personal library. Yeah, and I have some too that are begging me, like, girl, why'd you buy me and it's sitting here? Part of it was lighting, but then I did buy a new light for to put near my sofa where I be lounging at. And so now I don't have a reason to not read when I'm lounging. That's crazy how strong that blue was. A fellow book reader. I used to read so much, and then I realized one day that I hadn't read in a long time. I'm gonna take this flimsy brush. Is this dry? And we are going to take this gray because it looks like it's feathered, and I know I don't think it's gonna look like it's feathered, but we're just gonna. There's no eye primer up here. Is this even gonna show up? It's showing up a little bit, yeah. So we're just gonna put this here just to give the illusion that the black is blended out. This is a flimsy brush, but it's good for mattes. Oh, thank you, Isabel, for the sparkles. Yeah, I used to read a lot. And I do want to get back to it. Okay. Text notification. Can y'all hear that when it buzzes? Because on my end it goes bzz, bzz. Did y'all hear that? I kind of think so, because in Janessa's live, I can hear it when her phone buzzes from a notification or something. So it's July 1st or 2nd. What does my computer say? The 2nd. I know by... So we still have all of this month, August, September, October, November, December. We have 6 more months of this no by, y'all. You can hear it, says Tanya. I mean, says Janet. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And I've been burning through my exemptions. But what I can say is they are intentional purchases. I have not done, I'm lying. I did do an impulse purchase, but it was using credit. I didn't come out of pocket at all. And that was for the 3 pre-ordered Torchly Morbid Spellcast Beauty palettes. And so, why is Spellcast Beauty pre-order when the concept of that side came up so that people can get their stuff quicker? But anyway, so I ordered 3 palettes. One is warm tone, one is cool tone, one is neon-ish. And so maybe they'll be here by the fall. They released a new palette. Well, no, they re-released an older palette that I was not aware of. Someone messaged me on Instagram and said, asked me if I ordered it. And the name of it sounded familiar. So I'm just like, wait a minute. So I put it in the search bar on YouTube. And yup, 3 years ago, Kara did a video because they had sent that palette to her. So they're bringing back some of the older stuff. So that gives me hope that they're going to bring back Mothman. Your sister has Haunting Adeline. I like beach themed books and real life stories, murder mysteries. I like the one I'm currently working through, but not really working through, is The Shining. I like horror. I like suspense. We're going to take midnight snack. Do we want to use this brush? It's Fluid Line from MAC. And we're going to just put lines in the gray to try to spike it, but I'm not doing wait a minute, is it even coming out on this brush? It's not even really coming out on the brush. That don't look like I spiked it. Maybe I'm not putting enough on the brush. I am glad we did the eyes first, because doing blue all over the face and then adding some white should not take that long. Oh boy. If anybody new is popping in and you're saying hi, I cannot see you because the chat is not being 100% cooperative. I do hope it fixes itself soon and stop sending me notifications to people I don't have them on for. I only have them on for like 3 people. And so when I get notifications, I'm like, wait a minute, why are they sending me this one? Thank you for the hearts. 3 people in the troll fam, and I do have them on for, I think it's something Bell Academy, some Makeup Academy, and for Mayron. I have those on as well. But that's about it. And so it's like, why are you sending me notifications for these other people? Sweat. We are going to take, am I sweating in here? Oh man, I just smeared, but that's okay because it's going to be paint down there. Don't pull on your eyes, y'all, like I'm doing right now. That's fine. And I already have beautiful wrinkles. We're going to take this little brush and we're going to take this shade from the Makeup by Mario palette. Held for review. Do I dare? Okay. Do I dare click anything doing with comments? You have mine on all chat and it seems like you're seeing. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you, Janet. So when I was saying how this was flaking up, oh my gosh, this shadow is about to be done. So we're just going to put this right here. So it did actually break. The shadow broke and it's crumbling. There's like a whole piece. Oh gosh. Wow. So she does have an inner corner highlight. Look at this here. Yeah, this palette is about to be done. Well, this shade anyway. I could, but I'm not. I appreciate the question. Alright, so that's going to be that there. We're going to now take, what I need to do is stop using my hand on my face. We're going to take this white. Well, and actually I cannot, because there's a table leg over here, so I cannot just go in a complete circle. But feel free to super chat me anyway, I'd appreciate it. So we're going to put white on our inner rims. This is matte color excess gel pencil eyeliner. But actually I'm not able to do a 360. You just want to see the back of my head, don't you? You want to see my scar. Yeah, super chat first. I'll turn around and then come back. $10. Super chat $10 and I'll turn around and come back. Show you my scar in the back of my head. I usually look to see how long they've been on, and based on how long their lives usually run, I'll just leave it and play later. What are we talking about? Oh, I hate it when you get a notification that someone's live and as soon as you enter, because YouTube is probably notifying you late. Because I'll get a notification that somebody went live, and when I click it, it'll say they'll be live in 30 minutes. But then I do get a second notification when they actually do go live. I just had a thought for something, and it came and went that quick that I'm confused. Like, like what was I just even thinking? That ever happened to y'all? You have a thought, it just come and go so quick that you're confused. Like, why did you come in the first place just to disappear so fast? I could have used this for the inner corner highlight. We're going to put this blue on upper lash line. Not upper lash line. Upper waterline, inner rim, tight line, however you want to say it. And yes, I pronounce water, like wood with an ER. Agua. Oh, so no super chat, huh? Okay. Alright, I see. I remember before somebody asked me something, I'm like, you super chatting? They never do. And that is okay. Let's drop something. That is okay. Mine come like that when they're halfway through the live. I'm confusing these classes at this point because I see the notification later but don't see it. Sometimes it notifies late. I remember this one time Tanya came in and she's like, I just got the notification. I'm like, girl, we done been here for 30 minutes. But it's a YouTube thing. Technology is great, but it doesn't always work the way we would like it to work. And that's because it's developed by human beings, and human beings are flawed, and we're not perfect. So anything we create is not going to be perfect either. That's the way I look at it. We're going to put this under here as well. Are you going to show up under here? Because I do not want to put Inglot under here. Because when Inglot dries, y'all, it dries. This is dragging my skin. This is dry too. Hopefully it'll stay even though my eyes are tearing. So what else? So I'm not going to talk about the thing. You know what? That's going to hurt. Well, I'm not bringing it all the way down here. Because I am going over this milia that's right here. But this one doesn't hurt. It's not as big as... This one is just huge. I am still using the City Beauty cleanser. I do like the cleanser. I've been using it for my wake-up routine and my bedtime routine because the PAO is 6 months. Now, what kind of cleanser is that? My eyes are tearing. I do like it, but I wouldn't purchase it just for that reason. Excuse me. Oh! I see where it went. The tip broke off. Shit. You know it would have been creamier. Do I have a NYX white one? I have a NYX... No, did I get rid of the NYX white one? I think I did. The NYX is a little bit softer than the matte. Yeah, I don't have it anymore. I gotta make sure I don't step on that. Then I'll just smash into my carpet. I used to have a person that would come and clean my bathroom and my kitchen floor. And I use... It's a little container, maybe about this size, of bath salts from a hotel stay from like years ago, and I use it as a doorstop for my bathroom door. And she used bleach to clean the bathroom floor, and then she had put this back, you know, on the floor, not on the carpet, because she had took the carpets out before she cleaned the floor, and then she put this on my carpet outside my bathroom. And so when she was done cleaning, she asked me if I wanted to come and inspect it. And I'm like, oh, you didn't put this back. I lifted it up, y'all. There's a circle. Because it bleached. There's a bleached circle. The exact size of the cap. And she was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I said, the good thing is it's apartment carpet and not house carpet. We are doing Sally from A Nightmare Before Christmas. That Michelle One of our channel members sent me as a request to do. Um, and if it was house carpet, I would have to cut out around it in a patch. Take that to the store, or take another piece and then match up the color and then come and glue that in there. But she was very apologetic. I kept saying, thankfully it's apartment carpet and not house carpet. Yes, that's what we're doing. Yeah. And then there's a black under here, and then lashes are drawn on. Yes. I don't want to tilt this fan down, but my eyes keep tearing. Because I have this one blowing like right at my face. Alright, we're going to do the blue face. And then we'll do the brows. And then we'll come back to the eyes. So we're going to let this just do what it do as far as tearing, and then just fix it later. Alright, so let's get with this blue. Can I put these palettes away? I think I can put these palettes away. I'm going to leave this flat because that shimmer shade, that middle is completely cracked. And I can see pieces. So if I put it sideways like I normally do, it's going to fall apart. Oh no, it's tearing upward as well. Y'all see this one? That's why it's getting dark in the center. Because my tears are tearing upward and downward. When they tear upward, it creases my eyeshadow. Alright, we're going to scoop out some of this blue. Part of me just wants to use this blue because this is more of the color. But this gets used up so friggin' fast. Where's my spatula? Where do I have my spatulas? Where do I have my spatulas? Here's my spatula. That's not a spatula. Here's a spatula. Am I gonna need one for? Yeah, I need two. Or not if I wipe it off. Alright, I took out two spatulas. So we're going to get with it with this blue. So we are going to... Thank you, Tina. Oh, boy. So disrespectful. So disrespectful. Oh, I been got it, Tanya. It's been weeks. It's been weeks. It's been weeks. And I did talk about it. But yeah, it's blowing right now. We're going to take this blue right here. The whole thing is blue around the eyebrows and like the center of the face, down the nose, and a little bit here and here is a lighter shade. And so part of me is thinking do the darker blue and then put the lighter blue where it's lighter versus putting a white, because the white might be too light. Then if it is, I can just go back and add more blue, right? All right, so let's just take this lighter blue. She does have her nose contoured. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know, you be here. I'm probably multitasking like we do. So I'm just going to dig in here. This is soft because it is warm in here. We're going to put this on our palette. This eye is tearing downward now and I can feel it. Damn it. We're going to take a lot. Hopefully, we're probably going to use more. So we gouged out this blue right here. Yeah, let's just go ahead and take out some more. This is very soft. And it is oil-based. It is soft anyway. But because it's warm in here. Alright, I need to stop sweating. What did I put? I put it over here. And I won't be able to dab my face once we get started. I'm going to tilt this fan down because if this starts to run everywhere. So yeah, I don't know, because I've mentioned it quite a few times. So we're going to go in here. I'm just going to start dabbing on our face. I was going to use water activated because it does dry down really nice. But the thing with water activated, when I have to go back and add more water, it's always a challenge. Usually it's a challenge to get that same color consistency. And it can be like this with this. Like if I go like this, how it shears out. But then if I go back and just tap color there, then it does what I want it to do. And so that's why I opted for oil base, even though it does have to be powdered down. And once you powder it, it doesn't move, or it should not move. Her hair is covering like this area back here. Very nice blue color. And so Michelle said I could troll it out, but I don't know what I'm gonna do yet as far as the troll part. Well, I can say the brows are trolled out because they're a lot softer and more blended than mine. I guess because you still have the fans on. Oh, you know why? I'm gonna tell you why. The delivery fee for electricity is outrageous. And so I am still using the fan, and I bought another one. So I got 6 fans. And so that way I don't have to turn my AC down. Right now it's on, I think, 87. And with the fans blowing, it's cool in here. The reason I'm sweating is these lights. And so the last summer, when delivery charges were, you know, in the normal range, I would have my AC on like 78, sometimes put it on 74. And so my bill last month, my electricity usage was like $65 and something. The delivery charge was like $35 and something. So my electric bill was a little over $100. It was like $101 and some change for using $65 worth of electricity. In the winter time, that's why those bills were so high, and I was crashing out. One of my electric bills in the wintertime was like $251. And I'm like, what the hell? My usage was like $150, but the bill was $250. So there was almost like $100 delivery charge. And that's when I started wearing multiple layers of clothes. Some videos where I would have on like a hoodie, a t-shirt, a hat. Because I'm like, I ain't paying this. I'm like, I'm going to find a way. I'm like, that's too much damn money. And I had a house guest that was like, well, what do you have plugged in? Because there's this thing, if you keep stuff plugged in, we know it's still pulling electricity, even though it's not on, it's still plugged in. And I said, it's not what's plugged in. And they asked me again. And by the third time, I knew they were going to have to see what I was talking about. So I went and got my electric bill and gave it to them. And they were looking at it. They were like, you used $150 in electricity. I said, I know. And they said, but your bill is $251. I said, I know. And I said, look at the delivery charge. He was like, yeah, that's like $100. I'm like, I know. I said, that's why I kept telling you it wasn't about what's plugged in. And the only thing that comforted me is that on the app next door, which you put in your zip code, it connects you to surrounding communities, your surrounding neighbors, next door people, even if they're not physically next door. And so there were people putting articles on there. It's like a Facebook, but it's for your surrounding community. So you are communicating with, you know, distant neighbors, close neighbors. And they were saying, so other people were complaining about it too. They were like, the delivery charge, you know, paying for the data centers and yada, 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 yada. So I was comforted in the sense that it wasn't just me that was having these outrageous bills. And so it's the thing that the electric company is doing. And I made a determination that I'm going to keep using these fans. And when I'm sitting still, like it is comfortable in here. Because usually I have it on 90 and with the fans blowing. And that's why I got this fan here. So it faces here when I'm at my station. When I'm in the kitchen, I just turn it around because when I'm cooking, of course, it gets hot. But yeah, them delivery charges, man. Yeah, so that's why I'm using the fans, because I refuse, if it's within my power, to have like a $300 electric bill because they want to charge me $100 for delivery. I do get emails every week from the electric company, and it says you use, you know, such and such more than last month, you know, maintaining this usage or estimated bill will be such and such, but the estimated bill is based on usage, not usage and the delivery charge. But I do like that they send those emails, because then it kind of gives me an idea of what my bill will be, so that I'm not shocked like I was in the winter time. One bill was like 280 something. I'm like, what the hell? Like, my electrical ain't never been that high in the summer. I mean, the winter. But it was. And I'm like, I need to make a change. Like, fuck that. Yeah, so that's why y'all saw me with all them layers of clothes on. And I remember Skinny Queen was like, "What's up with the hat?" I said, "Cause we know the majority of our heat in our body escapes through our head. I don't have no insulation because I got a buzz cut. So I'm like, that's why I'm wearing a hat to keep as much heat in my body as possible." But I'm like, that's what the hat is about because it's cold in here. So I think we're good with the blue. That much with DTE, but I wish my bill was 250. Well, you have a house. I'm in a 740 square foot apartment. Like, what the hell? Like, my space is not huge. Hey, Hector. Yeah, along those lines. Daily Rose. You on a budget and it's 438. But you have a whole house though, Tanya. This is a small apartment. And some people with their houses, they were saying like their bill has doubled. This one person was like their electric bill was like $800. I'm like, what the hell? But then what do you want to do? Just pay what you can, because as long as you pay something, as far as I know, they cannot cut it off. But if you don't pay anything for like a couple months, they can cut it off. But then we're in triple digits now under heat advisory, so I think it's illegal for them to do that. And I know for the winter, we use almost all of that we put on here. I'm supposed to be Sally from A Nightmare Before Christmas. One of my members have requested that. One of the perks of channel membership is they get to make requests. And so this was a request. And we're doing a different request tomorrow and another request next Tuesday. Do we want ghost ears, Janet? Let me put some more by ears. So we're going to scoop out some more. We used all of that, and I'm thinking it was too much. Apparently, it was not too much. Hopefully, this is easy to get off of my ears, because the water activated, that just comes right off with water. Well, not really. If I cut, yeah, no, actually, it does still take work. I'm gonna mash that together, and yeah, I might need a smaller brush for my ears so I can get inside my ear. Or do I want to just... Oh, that did it. But then up here there's a gap, like in this crease. You know what? This is good. I see a spot in there. I do have smaller brushes, but let's keep things difficult. You love little ghost ears, but you know, that was so funny though. They were like, you had little ghost ears. That was so funny to me. And I think it was funny to me because of that thing on Instagram when a lady was teasing her husband about wearing little daddy shoes. And so even though they said little ghost ears, it reminded me of the little daddy shoes. And so it was just so funny to me. Little daddy shoes. So she had the phone or the camera, whatever it was, on his face. And she was like, "Where are you going?" And he said, "To the store." And then she like panned down to his feet. She's like, "You wearing your little daddy shoes?" He was like, "I don't wear little daddy shoes." And she started singing, "Little daddy shoes. You wear them to the store. You wear them to the gym. Little daddy shoes." I was cracking up. And I forget who even sent me that, but it's one of those things that sticks with me. Y'all know weird shit stick with me. Oh, well, thank you. I'll take that as a compliment because we are blue. Yeah, so that was just so funny to me. And you can tell I haven't forgotten. Little ghost ears. This is very blue. What I'm going to do also, y'all, I'm going to bring some down here. And I remember like a while ago I said I was going to start doing that. And we're going to do that today. My nose is itching. So we are putting a huge dent in this blue. Like, seriously. Seriously. I don't know what troll part I'm going to do yet. So this is the blue that we just touched tonight. Look at that hole. Y'all. What? I had a brush sitting here to use. I will use that one for the white. Out of Michigan, you got to be on a program to have verified medical condition. So even if you even just pay a little bit, if you keep a balance, they can still cut it off. When I lived in New Jersey, it was illegal for them to cut off your electricity as long as you paid something. Even if you paid $10 a month and your bill was $500, they could not turn it off. But that was eons ago. It's been forever since I lived in New Jersey. But it was illegal. for them to turn off your electricity. If you paid something, it was illegal for them to turn it off. Oh, I know I was going to say about the wintertime. I forget what the code number is. I don't think it's code blue, or it might be. A lady at the shelter where I used to take new makeup stuff to, she was telling me, like, when it gets like the single digits, the shelters are put on code blue. And I'm like, what's code blue? And she said code blue is the temperatures are freezing outside and the shelters cannot turn anybody away. Because usually when you get to capacity, because it's a fire hazard, if once you reach capacity, you know, you can deny people to come in. But in the wintertime, if it's cold blue, people come, they have to take them, regardless of if they're past capacity. We're not going to do the whole thing because we got a lot. Got a lot of area here. I'm a wide person. We're just going to do... You know how many people take advantage of that? And I don't know what else was involved. I don't know if you had to also write a letter. I don't know if you know, I don't know. Because you're right, people would just be like, well, shit, I'll just pay $5, $10. So I don't know what else was involved. But as long as you sent something, and I also don't know if there was a condition that when the weather broke that you pay off like half the balance or whatever. Like, I don't know. Because yeah, we know people will be taking advantage of stuff, which messes it up for people who really need help or are really struggling. I don't know why I'm going like all the way back there. You know why? Because of this area right here. Yeah, so I don't know what all was involved. I know though I had to get a doctor's note about my asthma for them to expedite my work order for my new units. I do know that. And she said I was the third medical. I want to get this back here, but I don't want to go all the way behind my back though. Just so when you look, you just see, maybe I just need to go like this. Yeah. Did y'all hear about your boy talking about I'm going to do a long speech just to see if I could do it? Dude, people going to be out there passing out. He's just so self-centered. He really don't think anybody else. You in triple digits. And he even said it was supposed to be like 107 degrees, but he was going to do a long speech just to prove that he can do it. Well, what about the people that's there that are there to listen to your speech? You're going to have them passing out. And they have new rules. You can't take in tumblers. You can't take in your own water bottles. You can't take in refillable water bottles. You can't bring in umbrellas. You can't bring in fans. So it's just like, who the hell? You really got to be supportive of that dude to be out there in triple digits walking around. And there's barely any cover. So it's like a lot of open ground. I'm just like, this shit is fucking nuts. So I'm going to just do it just because I can, to prove I can. Nobody's challenging you to do that. Nobody. I think it might have been Janet without AC. I want to say 3 weeks. After the first week, the temperature broke, which was great because it was like 94 degrees in here. And I remember I canceled one of the live streams because of that. I'm like, it is too hot for me to be sitting here in front of these lights. But that next week, corporate gave approval within a week, but then it was like like that next week, the HVAC guy came and looked at the unit outside, and then it was another like week, and the other HVAC guy came and looked at the space inside, and I think that might have been a Thursday or Friday, and they came on Monday to replace the units outside and inside. But thankfully the weather did break because I'm like, this ain't and shout out to a friend of mine that was like, you have asthma, don't you? I said, yeah. She said, get your doctor to write you a note because extreme heat does affect breathing. And it was difficult. I mean, I'm just laying around like, and so, but yeah, and my doctor, I wrote in one night, asked for the note. The next day he sent it. I was like, thank you. I have a good doctor. I don't ask him for much, but everything I ask him for, he does do it, like for real, for real. All right, we're going to take some of this white, and I'm hoping it's not too white. So part of me is wondering if I want to take a gray, but then that might be too gray. I am whatever you would like me to be, Mr. or Mrs. Johns. Because I don't know whether you are or not either. And keep in mind, some people are non-gendered, so is that even a valid question? So we're going to take some of this white. There are some people who are non-gendered. You paid the bill, went off memory, and forgot the 84 cents, so of course I got it. Ain't that crazy? That is crazy. A late fee for like $84, 84 cents. How come this isn't? Okay, don't tell me the chat is acting up or it's just being slow. So we're going to take the white. We're really going to share it out. Or I could just do glitter in the area to highlight my T-zone. Is this going to be too white? This is going to be too white. Excuse me. Excuse me. You had to pay the 84 cents. That is crazy. Am I Sally? We're going to take the brush with the blue, not adding blue, and we're just going to tap over the white. Because I just want it lighter, but I don't want it to look white. I'm thinking this is doing what I wanted it to do. I still don't know, like, what part to troll out. Like, because this whole thing is... I know my brows are definitely different. I think this did what I wanted it to do. The brush that had... This had the white on it, but it's looking blue because... This is the brush that had the blue paint. You know, I actually like this. I do see that it is... Okay. Okay. What now? So that's the face. She has a little spider web thing going on over here. I'm trying to think if I just want to use... We're going to use Inglot for that. All right, let me close up this palette. Even though we could use oil-based paints. But we're going to... Am I done with the paints? Because once I powder down, that's it. That is it. And this paint, the CC Beauty paint, makes me look ghastly. I'm hoping it doesn't change the color of the paint. We're going to actually tap some powder. Do I want to... Is that going to blow? I put the powder on here. I have used this... I did not use that puff. Let me take out a new... Not a new, but... Oh, here's one right here. Powder puff. I don't know who this is for. Like this little tiny... Don't she have stitches on? Not the picture Michelle sent me. She don't. It's just blue. The picture Michelle sent it. It's just blue. I feel sweat under my nose. Well, not under my nose, but running along the edge of my nostrils. I cannot even get my fingers back in here. Ooh. Oh, I just picked up paint. Damn it. That's where I was sweating. Sweat? And I'm going like, this is wet. From my sweat. Wet from my sweat. This is not, this is, ooh. I'm trying to get it everywhere with the hopes that then I can just take a brush and brush it. But it's picking up color. Sally before she croaked. I don't know, because I ain't even watched the show. I ain't even know. So I am glad that she always sends me pictures. Because even when she had said before, like Lilo or Stitch or whatever, I'm like, well, which one is what? And they're like, I don't watch any of that stuff. And she does, or at least her kids do. So, but I'm just not aware of a lot of that stuff. I'm not going to bother with the ears. I'm not going to bother powdering down here. Hopefully a brush will take off the excess without moving stuff, without moving more paint. Hopefully. Hopefully. It has happened to me. It's right in front of my face. I just cannot hide it. Whatever those lyrics are. It was a cute movie. I will never know. Because I do not have intentions on watching it. If it was like a murder show or horror, then yeah, but I know it's not like a real nightmare nightmare show. We're going to take this brush. Oh no, it's not. Is it brushing off? I'm trying to go gently because I don't want to pick up more paint. When you hold your brush at the end, the pressure that is applied is less than if you're like holding it up here. So that's why I'm holding it way down here, like just to really feather. We are going to add more paint in here because that just, damn it. Or maybe put white there and then go over with the blue again. Maybe. Let's try that. This one had the white on it. Okay, cool. Cool. This is the one that had the blue on it. You know what? This is working out well. But now it's picking up here, though. Shit. Why you make me a liar, paint? I say working out well, and then you don't work out. Your gym membership has been revoked. You know what? The more I'm tapping, the more it's picking up. So let me just... Damn it. Shit. Tapping the edge of the brush in the paint. Tapping the edge of the brush in the paint. And we're just gonna... Damn it. Yo no sé, amigo. Loco en la cabeza. So, alright, let's do the brows. Sandy Claus. Zero, the blanket ghost dog. I don't know none of them people. So we're going to take the Inglot. I'm going to take a MAC 210 brush. Do I want to use a MAC 210 brush? Do I want to use this angle brush? This is Janessa thing, drawing brows. MAC paint by the black one. Don't fret, Sally is dead and sewn together and doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah, but that one probably has the stitches though, right? I'm still trying to think about what part to troll out. Oh, goodness. Because she has like a little hook like right here. And then her brow just comes over here. That doesn't look like much. Where are we? Are we right here? I feel like this one is further in. This one is definitely further down. Let's make it thicker. They've never seen an entire movie. LOL. What's this? LOL. I don't know. I'm not going to watch it either. I think I want to take a thicker brush. I am excited for this thing that's coming up. Like, seriously. It was something I had thought about before. And I didn't want to be impulsive. So I'm like, let me just put it on the back burner. And the opportunity just popped up, like, hey, and I'm like, oh shit. Like, what? And so it's like you think about doing something and then the opportunity presents itself to you. So it was like one of those things, and I am excited about it. Making this side darker. Because her hair comes to here, I can't tell what the outside of the brows look like if they're curled or not. I feel sweat running right here. This side is way thicker than the other side. As I go out to here. Oh my gosh. I don't see it running, but I feel it running. Oh my gosh, I see it on the other side. Okay, I need to hurry up. I should have just let it run. That could be the troll out and looking at the sweat running down my face. So we're going to make this side thicker because the other side is thicker. This one is more in here, and this one is like further over here. So it kind of looks like she's furrowing her brows, but mine won't do that because of the Botox for treatment. Do I want to do the troll like down the nose? Because the nose is contoured. No, I don't do nothing with my nose as far as contour. And this ain't it either. The brows are really pointing. Thank you, Janet. It's something how like one small thing means everything. You know what I'm saying? Are they almost in the same place? I don't know if I want to mess with this because I don't know if it's going to pull the paint. They used to make us watch movie releases so we could offer suggestions, so I rarely watch anything on my own. Thank you, Abigail. I am. I hope you're having an amazing day too. I'm going to feather this down just a little bit, whatever is in this brush. Just a little bit of love. A little bit. Ooh. Just a little bit. Just a touch of love. You know what this is doing? This is pulling up the paint. I'm thinking I'm like putting on that's pulling up the paint. That's my skin. The hell? Okay, let's go back in. This is crazy. Let's just make this thicker. Like, fuck it. Let's just troll out the nose. That's what we want to do. Troll out the nose. That was crazy. I'm thinking, this side did what I wanted it to do. But then maybe because it still had product in the brush. Oh my gosh. That was funny. No, we're not going to do anything else with that. This is funny. Funny. We're going to use matte paint pot. What brush did I use for that earlier? What did we use to paint? Oh, we used a thick brush for the brow. So let me take another thin brush. Actually, I think this might be too thin for what I wanted to do. I'm going to take this brush, which might be too thick. Mustang Sally! I'm going to take this. The white is looking kind of chewed up, but we're going to roll with it. Roll with it. Because it's sweaty. So we're just going to do what we want to do. I probably should be looking here. And then over here. This is further down than this side. Not by much though, but this goes. And this is further in, this side is further out. So this is at the corner and this is not quite at the corner. And you know what? Does she have eyelashes under there? I remember one time I put eyelashes on my face. Maybe I'll put clusters. Or take this brush, the same paint, Max Paint Pot and Black Mirror. Why do you look like bird feet? Girl, you know how to make stuff interesting. This ain't it. Oh my gosh. This is funny. One of the joys in life, I didn't mean to make that thick, is being able to laugh at yourself. And I'm very good at that. I can hear Instagram now. Oh, that is so creative. That is so nice. And here I am laughing like, girl, what the hell? Thank you, Susan. What is this spider under here? And I don't feel hot either, but I can feel the sweat. And so I know my body is hot because I'm sweating, but it's like I don't physically feel hot. Charlie, we're going to put MAC Paint Pot on upper lash line. Did I have the MAC 210 already? No, so let's take a MAC 210. Or do I not even want to do this because we're going to put on lashes? Let me tilt my mirror. Yeah, that is creased in there for my eyes tearing upward. Thank you for the hearts. I almost poked myself in the eye because I was right here and I looked over and I'm like, okay, don't move your hand. Because I was looking to see what that was that y'all were sending. And it was hearts. Thank you. Oh man, I don't know what I'm gonna eat for lunch. Maybe I'll just make like some tuna salad or something. I know it's hot to be cooking. We're gonna put on these lashes next. Do we want to do lashes or mascara? Because that mascara does do its thing. I like bird's feet. Lashes or no lashes? Members, because members have say in what goes down here at the Crazy Troll Nation. Oh, this is breaking up for me flat. Lashes or no lashes, members? Oh. Spiderweb. Sally from A Nightmare. Excuse me, Before Christmas. It was a member request. Members here get to make requests. Excuse me, and so that was one of them. So we're gonna do this again. Oh man, thanks, Locke. I did mean that sarcastically. And you know what? I knew it was going to be a yes from somebody. Seldom is it a no. I love y'all. When me and Janessa did our live, and I was like, I want to do this, you know, should I do this or not? Mama said, don't do anything else. I was like, oh, Mama has spoken. She was like, it's beautiful, don't do nothing else. Like it's hardcore, says Janet. This is not quite. Oh shit, I just messed it up. But we're gonna fix it so it doesn't look like it's messed up. I'm just curious about what it may look like with the lashes. Yeah. So which way? No, it feels like my nose is running, but it's not. But it's like the sweat in the corners of my nose that I feel running. So this is our spider web. That's our spider web. I do kind of, see, I'm thinking I shouldn't have did this down here and just put clusters under there instead. And then the lip and we'll be done. Lashes, lip, done. Oh my gosh, there is like a trellis. Okay, I need to stop doing it because it's pulling off the paint. Damn it. Okay, lash glue. Oh, wait, let me get the lashes out and then put the glue on the lashes. So while the lash glue is on the lashes, we'll do the lip. Give the glue a little bit of time to get tacky. And pumpkins patch. Thank you. Almost. The request was Sally from A Nightmare Before Christmas. Very close. Thank you. That tells me I did something right because you're very close. So we're putting the glue on the lashes. Sit that down. And then take the other lash. Yep, very close. Speaking of pumpkins, pumpkin patch. Next Tuesday, this members here get to make requests. They made this request and they made another one. Their other request was to do a pumpkin scarecrow look. So we're going to be doing it next Tuesday. Tomorrow we're doing a Frankenstein look, different than the one I did before because this member wanted stitches and to do a tropical eyeshadow look and a two-tone lip look. So I was just like, what? Oh, that makes sense. I didn't see Sally. I never even watched the movie, so I didn't see Sally either. She sent me a picture, though, which I really appreciate. Lip. Are we gonna line the lip? This is the lip that we're using. This is from MAC, their Retro Matte Liquid Lip Color. This is Cyber World. Yeah, we'll just use that one. Oh my gosh, I could see the beads of sweat just coming down my face with this color. No, we're going to use the one we said we were. So Cyber World, MAC Lip Liner. And then the lashes and we'll be done, y'all. Ow. Do I need to sharpen you? This is a little rough. It's a little rough on my lip. Oh my gosh, the swell is rolling. So I really didn't troll out much except for the brows and the nose contour. Her nose looks like somebody pinched it. Like her nostrils are like little triangles. And I hope that's not her natural nose shape because that looks like she would have trouble breathing. This is MAC lip liner. That's what it's called, lip liners. There's nothing fancy. MAC lip liner. This is MAC Retro Matte Liquid Lip Color. The color is, oh my gosh. The color is topped with brandy. And it is a nice nude on me. We're going to use this one because her lip is a nude. She didn't accentuate her cupid's bow, but she extended the corners of her lips. I'm not going to do that. I think my lips are full enough as they are. Is there a benefit to using lip liner? For me, no, and that's because I use liquid lipsticks. Using bullet lipsticks, a lip liner helps the bullet lipstick not to bleed. It helps it to not go outside of the lip line. And so the lip liner is a barrier that the bullet lipstick, technically should not cross. But for liquid lipstick, when it dries down for me, it stays. And so it's not a benefit for me. And so it's like, why did I do that? That's a great question. It's like, why did I do that? So we're going to do our best to Get these lashes on and not take up too much time, and the band not be in a janky place. Why do I not see like these lashes here? I can't. Where are you even on my? Oh, okay. I don't know where it is, but I do feel my lashes underneath. Can I shout you out? Oh, it feels so gross. Oh my god. Oh. Hello, Michael Spinal. How are you today? All right, let me just keep going. Because then the sooner I get done, the sooner we can be done. And so let me just let the sweat keep rolling, rolling down the river. Why is this one? Oh my gosh, this feels gross. Why, Alright, y'all. I don't know what it looks like from up here, but this is what we got. So supposed to be Sally from A Nightmare Before Christmas member request. That's just one of many of the member requests. And so for those of you who would like to request me to do a certain look or certain color story or to use a certain palette, becoming a member is a way to do that. That is my favorite perk because they get to say what they would like me to do, and I will do it. I do like the look. Her spider web is smaller, but then her face is slimmer than mine. I do like this look. You have captured the innocent deceased lady, Sally. Oh, it's so nice to be a dead person. Thank you, Janet. This is insane. Okay, let me stop dabbing that. So this is the look, y'all. So Michelle, when you watch this, I hope that you do like the look. And this is creasing under here too, of course, because I have folds in my neck. I do not have my little ghost ears. That's really cool. I do like the look. It was fun, and it was quick once, just laying the paint. The eyes took the most. And so my only troll out was the brows and the nose contour. That was it. Thank you, Tanya. So we are going to go. Thank you, Tina. We will be back here tomorrow to do a Frankenstein look with stitches. And thank you, Tanya. And two-tone lip. She wants one color at the top, a different color at the bottom, and a tropical eye look. So that is definitely a different Frankenstein to have a tropical eye look. And I'm just like, what? This is lifting on the inside. The Frankenstein look I did before, I did it down at the space. And when I came home, I think I did a live stream removing it. But I will post a picture of that on my community tab if it'll fit. Because sometimes pictures are just too big to fit. Just so y'all can see that one. I do like the look. I do think the lashes are okay. I do think they're okay. Like in the center, I mean. Thank you, VH. Thank you, Locke. So we are going to go. And thank you, Tanya, for the Janet. No, who said that? Tanya for the bottom lashes. To me, it looks like bird feet, but that is what it was supposed to be. And I should have did what I thought to do was just to put lash clusters. And so that's one of the many reasons that I like when members give me creative looks to do, because it's usually something I've never done before. And so when I do it, I'm learning. And so what I'm learning is if there's a look like that, or like when I did the Twiggy look, like it looked better under here. But if I have a thought, do the clusters and just don't, paint bird's feet for lashes. But what was that? I don't know. But so it is always a lot to learn doing a creative look, especially one that I never did before. And if I redo it, it'll be with the things I would have tweaked. And so the second time is always better. So I'm excited to do Frankenstein again. And y'all know I could do stitches. That is so much fun. But y'all will see me tomorrow with that. So if you're not a member, do consider joining the membership. Click join. It'll show you the perks. It won't automatically join you. It'll show you the perks. And then if you want to join, you click it. And it's like a 30-second process or whatever for that. And you can cancel anytime, $2.99 a month. And so this is our Sally look. thank you y'all for being here as always. Thank you, Vampy girl. Um, I'm so late, but hey, you can always you can start the replay crew. This is supposed to be Sally from A Nightmare on Elm Street. One of the members requested that I do this look, and we're doing another member request tomorrow, a Frankenstein look. And the person that requested this one, we're doing her second request on Tuesday, which is a pumpkin scarecrow look. That should be a lot of fun. That should be a lot of fun. And so hopefully I'll see y'all back tomorrow. And I appreciate y'all for being here. I'm glad that the chat is showing up, and I do hope that it did show everybody, because on my end it's just being funky. So we're going to go. I appreciate each and every one of you. As always, self-acceptance, self-love, that is the crazy true nation way. Thank you, and you'll see me tomorrow night. Bye. Oops. Bye.